Ukraine has finally thrown caution to the wind. Despite European allies practically begging them not to, Zelensky went ahead and pulled the plug on Russia's gas pipeline to Eastern Europe. Kiev's sitting there, looking mighty pleased with itself, while Moldova's got a fresh headache called Transnistria, practically its Russian neighbor, exploding in its backyard. Poor Moldova's about as useful in this situation as a screen door on a submarine, just watching its breakaway region throw a tantrum with no real way to handle it. Hundreds of thousands in Transnistria, a breakaway Moldovan region, are grappling with severe energy shortages after Gazprom seized gas exports on January the 1st. The halt followed the expiration of a transit agreement through Ukraine, leaving the region without heating or hot water during winter. Moldovan Prime Minister Doran Rekin accused Russia of orchestrating the crisis to destabilize the region. He claimed Moscow weaponized energy by halting gas supplies to Transnistria, where Russia maintains over 1,000 troops, exacerbating existing tensions. They control the region militarily and block outside assistance, Rekan stated during a closed door briefing. Transnistria, de facto autonomous since a conflict with Moldova in the 1990s, now faces heightened uncertainty. Moldova alleges Russia's refusal to use alternative gas routes is a calculated move to stir unrest ahead of key parliamentary elections. However, no official channels exist for such a rerouting, adding to the complexity. And for the fact, it is not Russia that has halted the supply. The ongoing energy crisis in Transnistria has worsened after Ukraine cut gas supplies through a Moldovan pipeline, following the expiry of a 5 year transit deal with Russia. This move has left the breakaway region where temperatures have dropped to minus 3 degrees, facing severe shortages of heating and hot water. Unlike Transnistria, the rest of Moldova remains less affected, relying on electricity imports from Romania and having already transitioned away from Russian gas. However, energy costs are expected to double, prompting Moldova to seek EU financial aid to support households. In Transnistria, the crisis has led to rolling blackouts, factory closures, and school shutdowns. The region's main power plant has switched to coal, with reserves expected to last only until January. Authorities have introduced emergency measures, including free firewood distribution and advice for residents to conserve heat by sealing their homes. Chisinau is now fearing that the recent move by Ukraine might rekindle tensions with Transnistria, a region currently at a standstill but with the potential to stir trouble. But sadly, it can't say anything directly to Ukraine because then the EU might double down on the small, already struggling nation. Furthermore, Moldova is currently being administered by NATO lackeys. Just take a look at the statement. The Moldovan PM believes he can strategically force integration of Moldova with Transnistria. Doran Rekin, the PM of Moldova, stated that we quote, our objective is to reintegrate the country, and this should start from the fact that Russia had to withdraw its troops so that we can properly administer it. We are here to offer a peaceful solution to this conflict. To be honest, a really stupid move. Moscow has long viewed Transnistria as a strategic outpost, a foothold for potential military operations in the Balkans. The Russian military maintains about 1,600 troops in the region, split between alleged peacekeepers and the operative group of Russian troops. This force falls under the Western Military District based in St. Petersburg, tasked with securing around 20,000 tons of leftover Soviet era ammunition in Kobasna. This is akin to putting your hand in a lion's mouth and punishing innocent civilians for political games. Russia, even if it wanted to, cannot deliver gas. It's about time such idiocracies come to a halt. European allies must focus on solutions that prioritize stability, peace, and the welfare of ordinary people, rather than engaging in reckless tactics that only harm the vulnerable. The clock is ticking. Change is essential, or else the situation might devolve into a full blown civil chaos.